back to yet another episode of Geekin Out. This is episode 9, I do believe.
Yes.
I'm Spike.
I'm Chris.
This is Chris. Today, very, very special episode. I mean, we're like blossom level on this one now.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a list of 25 network shows that have been canceled this year. We are going to run them down network by network and laugh at as many as possible.
Yes. And some of these we may not even ever heard of. You probably don't even know that they exist. I mean, that's possible. So,
you Netflix surfer, you.
Yeah.
You, when you stream alone, you stream with Hitler. Okay. So, this is the big old honking cancellation cavalcade.
Where the hell did the Hitler come from?
That's the theme of the show. Where the hell did that come from? All right, let's...
Oh, I know that.
Which network do you want to start with? We've got 4 broadcast networks.
Now,
Okay,
these
the
are...
4 major broadcast networks. ABC,
Okay.
CBS, NBC, and Fox. Which one do you want to start with? That's right, we'll start with CBS. Now, CBS, of course, just lost Big Bang Theory, so...
Yeah.
Of course, they also scored monster ratings for it, so there's that one-time jonesing right there. But CBS has canceled 6 shows as of the time I got these together. So let's see if you recognize any of these.
All right.
You ready?
Hit me. Not really.
Life in Pieces.
Never heard of it.
There are people throwing things at their screen right now because I've never heard of Life. I have heard of Life in Pieces. I have no idea what it's about. Couldn't care less. Code Black.
I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen... I don't even think I've seen one episode of it.
It was a medical drama on CBS that lasted not that long, but the idea was somebody came in there in critical life and death condition, and they spent an hour fretting about it. Okay, here you go. Murphy Brown.
Wow, that didn't last long.
Murphy Brown.
I knew Murphy Brown was coming back. And they was bringing everybody back in.
And it sucked just as hard today as it did back then, too.
I've never watched.
Okay, Murphy Brown.
Sorry, Murphy.
Hopefully, the broadcast networks have gotten the memo. Even though it works for Disney and their crappy live-action remakes, remaking old shows doesn't always cut it. Okay, this is also CBS now. Now we're getting into the weeds. Fam.
Fam?
Fam.
As in family?
I have no idea. It's called Fam. It might even be like a fabric softener. I don't know. Oh, wait, that's Fab. No, that's a detergent. Fam. Actually, that used to be the Family Channel back after Pat Robertson sold it.
Aw. I always wondered what happened to
and before Fox bought it.
Yeah, and put crappy shows on there like Foster and shows that people just don't really talk about.
CBS, again, Salvation.
Salvation? I've heard of it.
You know anything about it?
Nope.
I think it was one of those little Armageddon-style shows. I don't know.
Man, we're going by through these real quickly.
Happy Together.
Happy Together. Again, no.
I can tell you this is a sitcom.
Sounds
But
like
do you wonder why CBS had to cancel these 6 shows? Because the only one we've really heard of is Murphy Brown. And it shouldn't, we agree, it shouldn't have been brought back to begin with.
No, not really.
Okay, let's move over to NBC. NBC had the best luck out of the 4 bigs. They canceled 5. So I'm going to start with the one personally that I regret seeing go away, and that's Trial and Error. You remember this one?
Okay, I think I've seen a couple of episodes. I don't know. I can't remember.
Trial and Error was a comedy that essentially had a legal case that took an entire season to settle. I believe the first season had John Lithgow in it. The second season, can't remember the lady's name. Again, somebody's throwing things at their YouTube right now. But it was a sitcom. The idea was this lawyer who was semi-competent had to figure out how to get his client, who is obviously guilty as sin, off the crime. And as it turns out, at the very end of the season, there was always a twist ending that showed that no, he actually didn't do it. In John Lithgow's case, in the case of season 2, spoiler alert, because you'll never watch it unless you see it on Hulu, spoiler alert, she actually did it. So, he actually got a guilty woman off, which I think was gutsy. No season 3 for that. I think it was a clever idea, kind of in the vein of, say, The Office or Parks and Recreation. But too little, too late. Okay, 4 to go on NBC. Midnight Texas. I know you've heard of this one.
Yes, I have heard of this one.
Can you tell me anything about it?
No.
Okay, I believe this was one of those supernatural, hour-long.
This is the one.
drama-esque.
No, wait. My mistake. I'm thinking of Preacher.
Yeah,
I
Preacher's
heard
on
of
AMC.
I heard of
Midnight Texas.
Texas.
This one actually made it a second season, I believe, before it got pulled.
Yes, I believe it has been on for a little bit.
So,
But I've
Said-
never.
couldn't give a rat's patoot. No.
Nah. Because
All
they
right.
all kind of. Those supernatural shows, they kind of. It just seems like it's all the same. I mean, you got Lucifer, you got Preacher, you got. There's a Dusk Till Dawn TV series and stuff. It's always something like that, and I just. Oh, Strain.
I think it's hilarious that we're getting all these apocalyptic Armageddon style TV shows and
Yeah.
movies and all this other stuff when there aren't that really that many religious people anymore.
Plus,
I just heard like 9 out of 10 Christian churches in America are either stagnant or in decline. So everybody's just what, abandoned God, and now they want to see Satan everywhere.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I got some friends that just want me to watch Lucifer, but I don't want to watch the devil solve murder mysteries. It's like, that's stupid. Just like iZombie. It's like you got a zombie that solves murder mysteries by eating the victim's brains and stuff like that. It's like,
That should have been a half-hour sitcom.
it should have been.
That should
It
have come
sounds
on
like
right.
a comedy.
That should have come on right after Scrubs, or just before Friends. iZombie.
It just, some of these things you just wonder, like, who's on drugs when they think of this crap?
Okay, next one you may have heard of, Marlon.
What is it?
Marlon on NBC. Starred Marlon Wayans.
Oh, Marlon Wayans. Yeah, they never have luck when they do TV shows.
Marlon is a funny guy. He cannot do TV. Jamie Foxx can do TV. He knocked it out of the park with
In Living Color.
within Living Color, but also this past week when he played
Oh,
George Jefferson on the
Jefferson.
remakes.
I
correct?
have not watched. I did not even know that show existed.
Pop open your Hulu
Until-
and check it out.
I'm going to have to, because I've never heard of this. And then I heard that they did that and All in the Family,
Mhm.
and that they're starting to do other things. And I'm just like, wait, when the hell did this happen?
The concept
So-
on that one is to do an old school live TV show using an old school script
with new cast.
with a new cast to take the place of the old one that obviously can't do it anymore. So that's what they do in Fall in the Family, and it was all right. Marissa Tomei was better than Woody Harrelson, but and with the Jeffersons, which was just freaking great from beginning to end. I actually laughed at Wanda Sykes for the first time in my life. Way to go, Wanda.
Really? This is the first
That
time?
was the first ever time.
She's a
And
really
that
funny
explains why Marlon got canceled.
Oh,
Yeah, we were talking about Marlon. Okay,
yes.
2 more at NBC, and we're just going to knock these out because we don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know
a lot of these that
I
we-
feel bad.
We will talk about the ones that we have heard of. Now, you got to remember, if there isn't like a meme anywhere from something of the show, or if some teenage girl isn't walking around telling all of her friends, "Oh, you gotta watch this," then it's more likely than it's going to get canceled, because that's what usually happens.
And that explains all we need to talk about. I feel bad. Now, last one on NBC was Reverie. Do you remember this one? I faintly remember this one, but I don't remember the concept, so screw Reverie. That takes care of NBC. Let's go to ABC. Let's talk about the one you mourned. I mourned Trial and Error. You mourned Whiskey Cavalier.
Yeah,
What? Explain it.
Whiskey Cavalier is a spy show where you got one spy who, even though he can kill and beat the crap out of people, but he's like very sensitive, like really sensitive. Like he sees like he can kill this guy and then see a bunny. He's like, oh, fluffy bunny. And then you got a woman who is straight up like kill, 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 kill. You know, like literally. And here's the thing. Here's the sad part about this. The woman is played. Okay, I can't remember her name, but she was Maggie on The Walking Dead. And The Walking Dead, she just disappeared. They didn't kill her off. I don't know what the heck happened to her. They still have not explained what has happened to Maggie on the show. One of the biggest characters. And apparently what happened was that she wanted a raise. They said no. So she left the show for Whiskey Cavalier, that is already going on, what, 10 episodes? Maybe 8 episodes? That's a full whole season pretty much. And it's like this other show that she's supposed to be on. I don't know what happened. So she might be actually coming back to Walking Dead.
Probably.
But it was actually a pretty good show. It was actually, I liked it.
Sorry about that. You said that magic phrase, The Walking Dead, and just put me to sleep. All right, so should Whiskey Cavalier be back?
I think so.
He thinks so. No. I knew about the concept about as much as he explained. Couldn't care less. Never watched an episode. All right, let's knock some of these out. All right, The Kids Are All Right on ABC.
I've heard about it, but a lot of people, it's either that or what's that other show? Us. Is it Us?
This Is Us.
This Is Us. Like those shows I keep hearing about, I know more about This Is Us than what I do Kids Are All Right.
And that explains why it's been canceled. All right. As for me, For the People.
Don't know that one.
Speechless. Speechless was an offshoot of... Nah, I take that back. I don't think it was an offshoot of the Goldbergs. But it was Goldbergs-esque in that it was supposed to be a sitcom about a kid with a speech difficulty or a learning difficulty or some kind of difficulty, and how awesome it was when he went in to a school that wouldn't accommodate his every whim and need. Wouldn't that be an awesome sitcom? By Speechless. Okay. Splitting Up Together.
Oh, yes, I heard about this one, but I've never watched it. It's basically about two people that was married, they have kids, and now they're divorced, but they're trying to make it work with a drama comedy style, and that's all I know about it.
I've heard of the title, otherwise... Okay. Take Two.
No?
Yeah. The Fix. Yeah. Okay. Moving over to Fox. This is the end of it. We'll wrap it here. Let's start with the one everybody knows about, Lethal Weapon.
Oh no!
Which is a shame.
No.
It was a good idea. Quite frankly, Lethal Weapon should never have been movies to begin with. They should have been a TV show to begin with. If HBO, as it were today, was around back in the 80s, you'd have seen Danny Glover and Mel Gibson every frickin' week, 13 weeks a year, doing Lethal Weapon TV episodes. But because these stars cannot pull their heads out of their rumps long enough to actually get along with each other and their staff, Lethal Weapon has been canceled as of season 2, I believe.
That really, really sucks because, okay, look, they decided to do a Rush Hour TV series, a MacGyver TV series, and a Lethal Weapon TV series. Rush Hour didn't last long. I think they did like 3 or 4 episodes and then they went bye-bye. Lethal Weapon actually held in there with good reason because the comedy was great, the partnership was great, the story was great. They actually did a great job for taking a movie franchise and putting it on TV. They actually did a great job. Even when the main character left the show, the one who played Riggs, he left the show, which left Murtaugh, and he got a new partner played by Sean William Scott, who's used to doing like this goofy comedy, but was actually really, really good. He showed his acting chops, and the show was still funny, but was well written. And it's really a shame that it's gone, because I've been waiting for new episodes to hit Hulu like crazy, and apparently I know why it's not coming back. So
now, I've never actually watched any episodes of the Lethal Weapon, because I'm not a huge fan of the Lethal Weapons TV.
This
the
is
movies,
actually
forget
better
it.
than the movies, honestly.
We'll make a prediction though. This is Fox. Okay, Fox, kind of like NBC. If they see something's getting a cult following, they'll try to back the play.
No. Firefly.
There are exceptions to every rule. See if this doesn't turn up on FX sometime in 2020.
I hope
with
so.
new apps.
Kind of like what was the other show that they canceled and brought back? Last Man Standing.
Yeah, that one too. Although that was not included on the list, so obviously Last Man Standing still standing, ironically
Yes.
enough. Okay, the other one I want to talk about, The Gifted. That was supposed to be the X-Men show
Yeah.
on Fox. Didn't work.
I'm actually not surprised, to be honest.
And I'm surprised that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still on the air.
Yeah,
The
I
only
know,
reason
right?
the only reason that's still on the air is because of Colby Saunders.
The-
That is
the-
nice, yeah.
Yeah. See,
And
no, go ahead.
but Fox has screwed up and 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 screwed up. Hold on. And screwed up their Marvel franchises from the get-go. Okay? Fantastic Four has... Marvel actually was so disgusted with Fox's treatment of the Fantastic Four movies, they stopped publishing the comic book. That's the flagship Marvel comic book, was Fantastic Four, because that's where it all started in 1960. Canceled it, so they wouldn't be giving Fox any more ammunition to use their crappy Four movies. Never got the X-Men right either, and they have Dark Phoenix coming up. That one is going to be blowing every dead bear in the country within the next week or two.
You actually think that it would?
That is going to suck the chrome off of trailer hitches.
Every trailer I have,
and every truck stop in the country, buddy.
Every trailer I've seen just tells me, okay, this is going to suck, just like the last one did. But I mean, Gifted. I tried to watch Gifted, and I could not get into it. I just said, you know what, the hell with this show, because I couldn't get in with the story, the plot, the cast sucked. I just couldn't get into it, and it makes me wonder how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really does stay on the air, because I tried to watch that show. I was hooked for a while, and then all of a sudden I was just like, okay, this just seems useless now. And
It's just like with me and the CW. The only DC show I still watch on the CW is The Flash, and I said before, that's almost hate watching by this point.
yes, but
So-
you know what? I want to give a shout
I
out.
want to like it, but go ahead.
Exactly.
Shut up.
I want to give a shout out because somebody at work actually had a really good idea to do a thing show from Fantastic Four. Ben and the Thing is that to
Ben Grimm
do
is
just
the Thing,
a solo show or movie of Ben as the Thing.
He doesn't know it. His friend at work doesn't know it. That's a comic book concept. It was called Marvel 2-in-1. And it teamed the Thing up with a different superhero every issue. They were all superheroes who didn't have their own books. So it was a way to keep the heroes out there. So the few fans these little scrub heroes might have would see the issue and and pick it up, and along with all the Thing
Well,
fans, of
there you
course.
go.
Why not? I mean, it can't be that hard. Budgeted as an animation show. Now that Marvel's getting all their rights back under Disney, do a Marvel 2-in-1 weekly animated show. Show all these different Marvel superheroes. Heck, show everything from the Silver Surfer to the Son of Satan. Good luck with that on Disney Plus, but that'll be a Hulu episode. Anyway,
That'd be awesome.
okay. So The Gifted, gone. I remember vaguely about The Cool Kids. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
No. The Cool Kids was a sitcom about a bunch of aging sitcom stars who got together to do a sitcom.
Yes, I know what you're talking about now. I watched like 2 episodes, and that was it.
Well, that was 2 more episodes than I watched. Was it worth it?
No.
You'll never get those.
I thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny because of the cast, and they did have a great cast of great comedians, legends actually, and yeah, none of the whoever wrote the comedy did not match up with these legends, and I was just like,
yeah, you should have just let the legends go. Give them a concept, let them freestyle, let them ad lib. Hey, there's an idea, because heaven knows ad libbing doesn't work, right? Whose line is it anyway?
there you go. Actually,
Just give them a half hour and just pay them Writers Guild royalties on top of it.
Even though they were all in the nursing home, what would have been even actually better is if they all lived in different apartments, their own apartments, in like a tore up part of the city of New York or Chicago, and like they gotta mess with the tenants and they gotta mess with other,
I have an alternate idea. I have an alternate take. Set them in Miami. Put them in a renovated building so that each one had their own like little 1 or 2 room efficiency apartment, all centered around a lanai. Somebody out there knows what a lanai is. Okay, quickly, I'm going to give you four names because we're already 22 minutes into this, and I swear it's going to be less than 10. Jinx. Okay, I'm going to throw them. I'm going to pitch. We're going to see if you hit because I don't know any of these.
Rel, no, I don't know.
Okay, Proven Innocent. I believe I've actually heard of this.
No.
Proven Innocent, I think, was about a group of college kids who went around proving the innocence of people on death row, but it wasn't nearly as good as those meddling kids on Scooby-Doo. The Passage.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that didn't last long. It was like some sort of a kid that has a cure, but everybody wants the kid, and this guy's trying to protect her or something like. I think. I don't know if that's actually the plot, but
last one up, Star.
I was
actually kind of surprised to see Star on the list because this is if Fox will do anything, if it has anything related with the music industry, Fox will give it 15 years to prove itself. Not this time.
Star, I think, is the one that tried so hard to become, something Empire?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, it just...
And Empire was not that good, and still isn't.
I've never watched Empire, but everybody seems to talk about it.
Screw you, Jesse Smollett. Okay. Well, that ain't woke, is it? So, that's it. Out of the lot of the maybe a half dozen tops we were kind of familiar with, and there's your problem, networks. Get to it. So until next time, we're going to wrap this here. I'm Spike.
I'm Chris.
That's Chris. Till next time, God bless, God keep, Godspeed. Night all.
Oh, yeah.